What's good, YouTube? We back at it again with another video. Before I get started, please like, share, and subscribe. It's Friday night, and before I'm about to go take care of some things, I had a little free time because I got all my clothes and everything ready. So I got a little free time, and I wanted to definitely make a quick video. And instead of doing a video about my opinion about life, instead of doing a video about a rant, instead of doing a video how passionate I am, instead of doing a conspiracy video, I simply want to say thank God Almighty. I don't know how I perceive myself, how I come across, but I'm a very spiritual person, and I believe in God. You know, that's no secret. And I've seen something that's coming about, that's always came about, but I've never been old enough to perceive it. I've never been spiritually, my third eye has never been spiritually open enough to see it. There's a shift in the atmosphere that's coming. A sister that I subscribe to, or at least I watch her video. She does videos that may fly over some people's heads in the term of certain things that she used. But she was telling about something about how the feminine energy is taking over and how they're shifting. And that may be true for you, seeing how um, there's a lot of equal opportunities showing up. Of course, black women still not getting the fair share because of color and race always supersedes any gender, race, whatever gender, specific role or specific time and period in history, into currently right now. But I'm seeing a shift even beyond something of gender, above anything. I'm seeing a shift that's going on. You gotta understand, fashion and style is not even the same way as it. People not the same way. 70s and 80s was a huge different thing. People went to more of the light rock and roll. They were wearing more of the Billie Jean, going to more of the Michael Jackson towards in the 90s era with the zip up and the jean jacket and stuff, and they moved away from disco. 80s and 90s. 80s was that era which I just spoke of, and now you had the 90s with people into the rap and so forth and so on. Then you had 2000 with the Tims and the white and big T-shirts and so forth and so on. Then you got the 2010s with the skinny jeans, and nobody's no longer doing the big white T-shirts, and everything is trimmed and skinny and slim this and slim that. But these things, even though if you haven't read the book or read Council of the 300, I believe I'm saying that correctly, it's a book that will show you how trends are created. That basically a council full of rich men get together and basically tell exactly what trend we need. That's how you got the gangster rap music, and that's how you got it to tie into the privatization of the prison system. But again, that's another rant for another day. But I want to say you're seeing the shift happening, but this shift above anything else is a positive one. And I say thank God Almighty. That's going to be the title of the video. Thank God Almighty, and the standpoint is this: people are waking up. This generation and the generation before that, and the generation of about the age we're about to say 16, or maybe not even 16, but maybe 18 to about 35. Those who are not conscious and aware right now, becoming conscious and aware. Maybe in different standpoints, maybe with different associations, maybe with different groups, maybe with a different attached mindset. But I'm seeing now, I never judge a book by its cover. Never, ever, ever. But I'm seeing brothers that I've known for a while. I'm seeing brothers that I've personally seen. I've seen brothers that rather be in person, rather be in my personal life, rather be on the internet, whatever, that never wanted to associate themselves with consciousness or just turn a blind eye from it. Even when I tried to preach it, a lot maybe not wanted to hear it, or maybe I just talk about it and like, yeah, sure, you can understand they hear it, but they don't hear it. But you have to be conscious for yourself. And I said that the number one thing when I talk about a how to be conscious video, you have to know what things are messed up for yourself, and then you gotta have the mindset to want to change it. And now I'm seeing brothers all of a sudden who never want to pay attention to that are now tuning in to being conscious. Brothers that you've seen have gradually progressed in their mindset of change. And not just been the Philando Castile situation, and it may not have been an Alton Sterling situation, even though a lot of brothers have waken up. To me, they were already in their spirit knew something wasn't right, but those events just happened to happen piece by piece. And social media, they're seeing the hashtag happen piece by piece. That's why Facebook is now trying to charge for membership. That's why Facebook is now banning people in the conscious community, because people are waking up, and every day they see a new hashtag, and every day they see a new lecture. And the less world star hip hop videos are getting the views, and the brother who's on there speaking knowledge, even the world star hip hop videos are doing videos about R.I.P. Alton Sterling. Even the craziest of cartoons or YouTube channels that do just raw comedy and almost in fact glorify the negative aspects of certain things are even doing episodes and interviews where they're talking to rappers and they're talking to just regular people on the corner. I tweeted something out the other day called about street gangs a couple months ago. Street gangs, which is a YouTube page talking about the street gangs. But even the street gangs now are quoting telling summaries of Willie Lynch. Gang members of a society that teaches that they have no value, that they're hoodlum thugs. Even the brothers who have been fed negative stereotypes their whole entire lives and living inside the most oppressed opportunities are finally seeing for themselves that it's all a game, it's all a setup. So I want to say thank God Almighty for the consciousness and them finally waking up. I want to say thank God Almighty for those who are already conscious, but now want to move forward with action and putting their money inside the black banks and actually want to sit down and have discussion, not with the people or the organizations or the companies or the corporations that are oppressing us, but actually want to sit down and have dialogue amongst ourselves about what can we do now to better ourselves. I want to thank the people who taking opportunities out to want to do videos about Mr. Alton Sterling, about Mr. Philando Castile, even when they don't usually do it, or even when they don't feel comfortable doing it. I want to thank the brothers out there who are making conscious music now and who are putting out tracks and stuff to at least wake up the community in some form, in some standpoint. I want to thank everybody who's making a positive move, and I want to thank God Almighty for the opportunity and putting the consciousness inside of themselves, or maybe they're already instilled inside of it. But somewhere along the line, I believe there's a spiritual silver lining, or I believe there's some kind of favor, or I believe there's some kind of spiritual works that works behind the scenes that make these brothers even more want to be conscious in the ideology of not joining a specific organization or group, but actually joining a specific class of mindset and wanting to say, okay, this is not what it's supposed to be like. All these things are a blessing, and I thank God Almighty for them. But I just want to do that video and take some free time and make this one a little bit different than all the rants and all the other stuff that I usually do, and take the time out to see that. I see us becoming more aware. Those who do not want to be aware becoming more aware, and that we continue to do that, and we must continue to do more. And then after that, we must continue to do action. So as always, you can go down to my videos and you can go see the what to do after the protest or what to do next videos that I've done. So after you become conscious, these are the things that you can do and some of the steps that you can take. But as always, it's the Brown Brother. Please like, share, subscribe, and each and every one of y'all have a blessed day and have a blessed night. Put God and family first always.